Pressure on auxiliary systems is nominal.
Confirmed. Initiating secondary power diagnostic now.
Hercules 1348, initiating engine start sequence. Ground clear.
Status check on hydraulics.
Systems check complete, everything green.
Reviewing the schematics for the high wing design confirms our load distribution calculations.
Yes, but we need to ensure the weight balance.
The MTOW increase requires a review of the engine mounts.
I agree. The current design won't handle the increased torque safely.
We need to adjust the pitch mechanism based on the new data.
The digital model accounts for the modifications.
That significantly improves the MTOW projections.
The stress analysis on the wing spar indicates we need reinforcement here.
Yeah. That aligns with the projected load-bearing capacity.
Let's run the simulation again.
If we optimize the wing structure here, we can reduce drag significantly.
I agree, and the CFD analysis supports that modification.
We need to reinforce the alloy thickness on the wing spar by at least 10% based on these stress readings.
Agreed. Let's update the schematic and run the simulation again.
Review the schematics one last time before we begin disassembly. Safety protocols are paramount.
Confirmed. Moving to the hangar floor now.
We need to prioritize the flight data recorder extraction. Team lead, we have located the auxiliary power unit. Significant fragmentation.
Check the stabilizer readings now.
Wait! Incoming aircraft! Take cover!
This panel is secured. Serial number is 749er.
Copy that. Updating the maintenance record now.
Systems check complete on my end. How's the fuselage inspection going?
Clear of major damage, but logging several minor discrepancies now.
The fuselage is completely compromised. Confirmed. The wing structure failed catastrophically.
The starboard engine damage is extensive.
Wait, what is that sound? Incoming! Take cover!
Impact zone confirmed. Direct hits on all 3 targets. The munitions performed flawlessly. Excellent results, exactly as planned.
The precision guidance worked perfectly. Direct hits on all 3 targets.
Confirmed. The SU-57s performed flawlessly. Confirmed structural integrity breach on all 3 airframes.
Copy that. Initiating recovery phase 1 protocols immediately.
The structural integrity of the wing box is compromised.
Thermal stress is severe on the starboard side. We need to prioritize data recovery from the flight recorder.
This longeron is completely compromised. We'll have to replace the whole section.
Copy that. Prep the heavy jacks. We need to support this wing before we cut anything else.
We need to reinforce this section before we patch it.
All right, hold it steady. Hitting the first rivet now.
Clearance looks good on this side.
Get that secured.
We need the next pallet ready now.
Final pallet secure. Clear the ramp. Ramp secure. Clear to taxi. going down!
Get the injured clear of the wreckage. Move!
Move! Get the hoses on that engine now!
We have survivors here. Need medical assistance immediately.
Watch the fuselage, it's unstable.
Get that stretcher secured. Now!
Vitals are dropping. We need immediate evac.
Fuselage plating took a direct hit. We need to assess the structural integrity.
The fractures extend to the main spar. It's worse than we thought.
Structural integrity at 70%, ready for retrofitting.
Mayday, mayday! We have multiple impact sites. Move in now.
Extensive damage to the fuselage. We need to document the entry points.
Copy that. Moving to the starboard wing now.
Document the stress fractures on the fuselage immediately.
Secure the avionics harnesses. We need these upgrades online by 0800.
What was that sound? Explosion! Get down!
We have multiple victims. Send assistance immediately.
From the ashes of that desolate landscape, we preserve these remains to honor the legacy of the C-130 and the crew who flew them.
The damage assessment is critical here. We must document every piece for the historical record.
Look at the scorch marks here.
We need to map the debris field immediately. Get EOD on the line.
Look at the extent of the fragmentation here. It speaks volumes about the event.
We need to ensure the report reflects the severity of the structural compromise.
Look at the extent of the damage on the wiring loom here.
It confirms the overload scenario we discussed earlier. I'll note the structural integrity loss.
Look at the fatigue cracks radiating from the impact zone.
The secondary structure completely failed after the initial blast.
The measurements confirm the displacement exceeds tolerances.
It matches the telemetry data from the flight recorders.
The secondary spar damage extends further than we thought. Copy that. I'm moving to the nose gear to check the bulkhead integrity.
The impact must have occurred here first. The metal fatigue is extensive.
That explains the shredded camouflage patterns on the starboard side.
The structural integrity here is completely compromised. Look at the deformation readings. It's consistent with the wiring harness failure we saw earlier.
The avionics harness here is completely severed. Primary controls are unresponsive.
Confirmed. Logging as catastrophic failure point 1.
Control panels are completely fried. We're looking at a full replacement.
The wiring harness is compromised all the way back to the main junction. This wasn't just impact damage.
Log this wiring harness damage. It doesn't match the initial reports.
Recording discrepancy now. The scanner confirms the failure points.
The wiring harness melted straight through the primary bus bar.
That explains the power interruption to the cockpit controls.
Confirmed. Documenting as catastrophic failure.
Avionics bay shows severe thermal stress from the hangar footage.
Confirmed. We're seeing similar heat signatures across the main fuselage wreckage here on site.
The primary fuselage structure failed right here.
Looks like metal fatigue accelerated by the fire.
We need to check the flight recorders for sensor data.
Look at this harness. I think this is where it started.
Check the relay panel on the other two. See if we have the same thermal degradation.
This panel looks good. Pull it.
Careful with that wiring harness.
Found the flight control module? Good. Log that under C4, then move it to secured storage. Based on the debris field, the missile impact occurred here.
Confirmed. We need to secure the avionics data recorder immediately.
Look at the state of these control panels. Everything is melted.
The thermal stress indicates the fire started immediately after impact.
Sierra Bravo 7, we have located the avionics unit, requesting extraction assistance. Copy. Extraction 1 en route. Stand clear of the debris field.
Impact wrench isn't clearing it. Corrosion is too heavy on this section.
Avionics readings are erratic. We're getting a cascade failure signature.
Logging the data now. The EMP effect is extensive.